Have you ever noticed something strange? Sometimes the people who hurt us the most become the hardest people to forget. We know they weren't right for us. We remember the tears, the disappointments, the sleepless nights. And yet, a part of us still wonders how they're doing. So why does this happen? Why does our heart miss someone? Our mind knows we should let go. The answer isn't weakness, and it isn't because you failed to move on. The answer is psychology. The first thing our minds do after heartbreak is rewrite the story. We remember the smile that made us feel safe, the conversations that lasted for hours, the little moments that made us believe we'd found our person. That's why it often feels like you're missing them. But in truth, you're usually missing the version of them that existed before everything changed. Our brains love familiarity, even when that familiarity hurts us. Those routines quietly become part of our everyday lives. So when the relationship ends, we're not only losing a person, we're losing a routine. Sometimes we think we miss them, when what we really miss is the comfort of what felt familiar. Our minds don't like unfinished stories. That's why we replay conversations. We ask ourselves, what if I'd stayed? What if I'd said something different? But some endings never come with perfect explanations. And sometimes, closure isn't something another person gives us. It's something we slowly create, the moment we stop waiting for. Here's something many people never realize. We don't become attached because someone is kind all the time. We become attached when kindness appears just often enough to keep our hope alive. Then they come back, making us believe things are finally changing. Without noticing, we stop chasing a healthy relationship. We start chasing those rare moments when everything feels okay again. That's why letting go becomes so difficult. It isn't simply love we're holding on to. It's the hope that maybe next time things will finally be different. One day, something begins to change. You realize maybe you weren't only missing them. Maybe you were missing the future you imagined together. Sometimes we don't miss the person. We miss the feeling of believing we'd found where we belonged. And understanding that difference changes everything. Eventually, you return to the same places, the same park, the same bench, the same memories. But something feels different. Not because you've forgotten, but because the memories no longer carry the same weight. You finally understand. Missing someone doesn't always mean they belong in your future. Sometimes it simply means they were an important chapter in your life. So, if you still miss someone who once hurt you, don't judge yourself for it. Your heart isn't broken because you remember. It's human. And one day, you'll realize that healing was never about forgetting them. It was about finding yourself again. Because some people are meant to stay in our memories, not in our future.